it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we have a series of hairstyles inspired by the new Little Women. I went and saw it on Christmas Day and I loved it. There was so many amazing hairstyles, so it was really hard to narrow it down, but I decided to go with looks that I personally would wear every day that are easy to recreate, and the only exception to that is the Amy updo, but I decided to do a very simplistic version for this tutorial, and then if you guys want to see the intricate one, you can check out my Instagram because that one's not that practical, but still really fun to try out. And I would love to know, before we get started, which sister you're most like. I think I relate most to Amy, probably from the movie, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy these styles. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more pop culture videos every week, and let's get started with these curls. Jo's one beauty is her hair. Of course I'm kidding, but I do love the lived-in tousled curls. One of my favorite ways to make natural looking curls is using this pearl wand from Numi. With your hair in a center part, start by picking up small sections closest to your part and quickly curl, leaving the hair on the barrel for not very long. And you want to get the curl tight at the start of the root so that it's most voluminous up there and then it fades into a wave. I hope voluminous is a word. And I'm also creating the curls tightly around the front section and then taking bigger sections throughout the rest of the hair. And by the way, I'm wearing a 1-2 clip weft of extensions, so it's barely any, so it's very comfortable to wear, but it does make a big difference with volume for me. So of course that's optional, but does help with the fullness. And then on the other side, we're doing the same steps, curling away from the face on either side and then tousling the curls to make them less tight. Last step that I did once I had the curls in place is to twist small sections and add some hairspray for more of a Jo-like irregular and matted texture. As this style wears, it looks even more similar to Jo once the curls have fallen a bit, and I love curls have fallen a bit, and it's one of my favorite ways to give your hair volume, especially for fine hair. Let's add some winter details like this red sweater and scarf. I think it's super Jo, and now onto 2 more hairstyles that you can do on second or third day hair. First up is the Jo bun that she wears in different variations through the movie, and leave out some face framing curls and bring back some front pieces into a half up, half down style. Once you have both sides in your hands, make sure that the crown is combed back, and then you're going to twist both of the sections facing each other and then add in a mini elastic. Again, super cute style as it is, but pick up half the remaining section and start a braid. We're going to do a French braid for just one weft. I like to do this one step of a French braid because it allows the hair to sit further up from the neck, which I noticed Jo had in her braided ponytails, and plus once you have the hair completely braided down, we're going to create a bun, and the first step is tucking under, so this gives us a bit more room to do so. I'll do this bun portion slow. You want to first tuck under the base and then wrap around and hide those ends and bobby pin in place. Super cute and easy, and it's a great way to transform a back braid into a quick and easy updo that can be dressed up or down, and this is another really cute winter weather style. Looks good in turtlenecks, and is also really cute when you add a beret, like this one similar to what Jo wears in the movie, and then you have the bun peeking at the back, and of course I'm adding the plaid scarf again. Red is definitely Jo's color, and going back to the half up, half down do, take a small section beneath it and wrap around the mini elastic, and then take another small elastic and secure it in place, adjusting the hair wrapped around over top of the bottom elastic, so you have a wrapped half up, half down do. This style is worn by Joe and Beth in the movie, and another style is to create a normal braid incorporating that half up, half down style, and then make sure the mini pony sticks out a bit for a unique detail. So there are 3 Joe styles that I wanted to show you guys that are easy, super pretty, and great for second and third day hair. And let's move to another half up, half down do inspired by Sweet Beth. Again, our hair is in a middle part and I'm combing back the crown. Beth had shorter and tighter curls to frame her soft twisted style similar to Rose from the Titanic, so I'm using my fave tiny curling iron that I use in so many tutorials by Bedhead. As always, I will have a link to it and you can get it off Amazon. It's like $30, and I'm curling towards my face and I'm softening up the curls by just piecing them apart. For the rest of the texture, Beth's hair has a natural soft wave / curl to it, so I'm taking bigger sections and curling towards, just starting above where my shoulder length is and tousling out. The vibe is very worn and princess, and again, I love this look as it is. Also, you can totally just do this style with whatever natural hair texture you have. And let's add a bobby pin to shorten up those front curls. Tip, it's easier to do this after you do the half up, half down twist, but for some reason I chose to do it before. And then pick up a 2-inch section from the hairline and divide into 2. Twist in an upwards motion and add just a bit of hair into each section and do a second twist. This will just help it lay flatter against the head, and finish off with a normal twist. Do this on both sides and add together with a small elastic at the back. And tie off with a small ribbon. I love the flower crowns the girls wore at the wedding, so pretty, so if you have time to make one of those, that would look amazing. And now we're going to do 2 Amy styles. Finally, we have Amy's looks. Her style differs from Beth and Joe's more worn-in styles as she's more polished, and I think we all have a newfound girl crush on Florence. So here's my natural hair and color. And like the other styles, we are sticking with the middle part and divide a section a couple inches back from your part to right behind your ear. Brush this whole section upwards. Twist in a downward motion. This really polishes off the 2 front pieces going backwards, and pin on an X with bobby pins. Hairspray before continuing on. And you can stop here. This looks really regal and pretty, but now I have a very inspired quick Amy look. So in the iconic Marriage is an Economic Proposition scene, Amy had a serious epic updo / bun that was twisted around, and this is just from memory, but the one I was really drawn to. So here's a look at the finished hairstyle on Instagram that I did that's more to a T, and then here's the quick and easy version that was just inspired. Amy's hairstyle was always super interesting. I wanted to create something unique in the back, so I went with a rope braid. Divide a portion of your hair into 2 sections and twist the strands counterclockwise over each other. Now for the next twist, add in some hair from either side. This is a simplified version of a rope braid that's easy to do on the back of your own head. I'm fluffing this out a bit, and I added a blonde extension to add some lightness to my hair and to make the twist around the head pop. But this is totally optional, and because I'm adding in extensions here, I'm just going to simply twist. add in a 1 or 2 clip weft when I need more length on the twist, and then I'm pinning the loop in place with bobby pins. Make sure the clips are covered and equal in volume by tugging very gently on the surrounding twist bubbles. The way I did this look, it looks very much like a halo braid instead of a bun because I like having the twist up higher and around so you can see it at more angles, especially from straight on because I think it's more flattering with my round face shape. But here's another option. When you're at the back of your head, split the hair into 2 and create 2 braids that connect over top of each other. You can get away with this with less length for your hair as well. And here's what it looks like doubled and with more of a bun shape. There's so many ways to create a similar style. And finally, my mom thought young Amy's braids were really cute in this scene, so I'll show you how to get the pop-out braid complete with more bows. With the hair in 2, I find it easier to braid on myself with damp hair, so I've already done that, and then when it dries it looks a bit tighter and the look is a bit more forgiving. Also, sorry I have a dry scalp, I should have not filmed this close, but oh well. Gather a section at the back of your head and divide into 3. Now braid with the strands crossing under rather than over like in a normal French braid. When you incorporate the side strands to get the pop-out effect, I like to just pick up a small piece along the hairline, and this is so much easier for the fingering of the braid when you have less hair to incorporate. Plus, Amy's braid didn't grow thicker and thicker, which makes me think that the braids were done this way. Finish the braids with a couple of stitches, and boom, other side is done. Loosen up to hide any scalp showing, and I added 2 pastel green bows. I just get all my bows from Michaels, and a little curl to the ends, and for fun I added in some faux Amy bangs, and I hope you guys like these looks. I hope you enjoyed these Little Women hairstyles, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up as always. Also, I love it when you guys tag me over on Instagram and Twitter if you try out any of these looks so that I can repost you in my videos. So here's a couple of my favorite photos, and keep them coming. And what else? Comment below if you had a favorite out of the series that I showed, and if you have any requests for me. I have been doing videos recently that have been flopping, guys. I don't know if I'm just picking weird ideas or if it's just like an algorithm thing, you know, channels kind of go like up and down, at least mine does. But if you have any requests or feedback, I'd always love to hear it. And if you didn't see my latest 2 uploads, I did Atonement, another Keira Knightley tutorial. That's a very natural, barely there makeup look if you wanted to see one after seeing this video. And then we also have a very fun pink and girly look from Jackie from That 70s Show. So check it out if you want to keep on watching beauty videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one.